Dear soul, who carries the deepest pain a heart can know, you who loved with every fiber of your being, and watched that love get rejected by the person who was supposed to be your perfect reflection. Your other half, I feel the weight you're carrying. I feel every heartbeat that still echoes their name. That person who left, leaving only emptiness where there used to be the certainty of having found your spiritual home. I'm calling upon the luminous presence of Archangel Gabriel right now, the one who brings the most important messages from God, the one who whispers truths that our minds can't understand yet, but our souls recognize as sacred. Gabriel, the messenger of divine wisdom, comes to you in this moment because your pain isn't just an emotional wound. It's one of the deepest spiritual initiations, a passage that only the most courageous souls are willing to walk through. Take a deep breath, because today, you're going to discover that your twin flame's rejection isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of your true transformation. I know you feel like a part of you has been ripped away. It's not an exaggeration. It's not drama. That's exactly what happens when your twin flame rejects you. It's like you found the missing piece to the puzzle of your existence. And suddenly that piece decided it doesn't belong in your picture. Your heart knows this pain that has no name, that can't be explained in any regular self-help book. You who spent nights awake wondering how someone who seemed to know you so deeply could just disappear from your life. You who felt that unexplainable connection that went beyond physical attraction, beyond mental compatibility. It was like two souls recognizing each other after millennia of separation. And now, in this moment, you're wondering if you imagined it all, if the connection was real, or just a desperate illusion of your lonely heart. This emptiness that echoes inside your chest isn't just regular heartbreak. It's the echo of two souls that touched, and one of them chose to pull back. It's the feeling of being lost among so many people, because nobody else seems to vibrate at the same frequency. Nobody else can awaken that ancestral familiarity you felt with this person. The angels whisper truths that your heart already knows, but your mind still resists accepting. From the other side of the veil, your soul chose this experience not as punishment, but as the fastest path to your spiritual awakening. Your twin flame's rejection is one of the most painful lessons, but also one of the most transformative that a soul can experience in this dimension. Archangel Gabriel shows me that every tear you've shed has watered invisible seeds of inner strength that will still sprout. Your twin flame didn't reject you. They rejected the spiritual responsibility that union with you represents. See, when twin flames meet, it's not just about romantic love. It's about accelerating the spiritual evolution process of both, and not all souls are prepared for that intensity. Gabriel reveals that your twin flame looked at you and saw not just the person they loved, but also the mirror of all their fears, traumas, and shadow aspects they're not ready to face yet. The rejection wasn't about you not being enough. It was about them not feeling prepared for the transformation that your presence would trigger in their life. Look back and see how much you've grown since this person entered your life. Even in the pain, even in the rejection, something in you was activated, wasn't it? You started questioning yourself in ways you never had before. Started seeking spiritual answers you didn't know you needed. Feel the strength that pulses in your veins. Even when you doubt your ability to move forward, recognize the light you brought to this person's life. Even though they chose to pull back, you awakened something in them that maybe they've spent lifetimes trying to ignore. Your presence was like a ray of sunlight in a dark room. Even if they closed the curtains, the light had already entered, had already shown there was another way to live. Your twin flame's rejection forced you to seek within yourself the completeness you thought you'd find in another. How many nights did you spend questioning the meaning of life, about purpose, about true love? These questions aren't coincidence. They're signs that your soul is expanding, preparing for a level of love and consciousness you never imagined possible. I am Gabriel, the one who brings messages that transform destinies, and I come through this message so you can understand the sacred truth about what you're experiencing. My dear soul, you weren't rejected, you were protected. Your twin flame wasn't prepared for the intensity of the union you could create together. See, when twin flames unite prematurely, before each has done their individual work of healing and growth, that union can become more destructive than constructive. I guided your twin flame away not out of cruelty, but out of love. Love for both souls who still need to mature separately before they can flourish together. Your pain has a divine purpose. It's forcing you to develop a relationship of unconditional love with yourself. It's teaching you that completeness doesn't come from another human being, but from connection with your own divine essence. When you learn to love yourself with the same intensity you loved your twin flame, when you become whole by yourself, then, and only then, can you reunite in a healthy and lasting way. Don't try to force this return. Don't beg, don't chase, don't try to convince. Use this separation as a sacred opportunity to become the highest version of yourself. Your twin flame is doing the same work, even if unconsciously. Trust divine timing. It never fails. If this message touched your heart, and you feel like the angels are really speaking to you through this screen, write in the comments, "I trust divine timing." Let this phrase be a declaration of faith, a commitment to surrender your pain to the angels' care, and trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. Before we continue with the next revelation from the angels, pause for a moment and feel the energy of this message. If you feel that your soul recognizes these words as true, if something inside you sighed with relief, understanding that the rejection had a greater purpose, confirm your presence in the comments. The angels want to feel that you're truly receiving this guidance. Gabriel shows me that your pain isn't just about losing someone. It's about discovering who you really are when everything you thought defined you is removed from your life. Your twin flame's rejection is one of the greatest blessings in disguise you could receive, because it forces you to find your inner strength, your capacity to love without needing to be loved back, your ability to stay whole even when you feel broken. The angels are working intensely in both of your lives, preparing you for a reunion that will happen on a completely different level. But this reunion will only be possible when you've both learned to be happy and complete, independently of each other, when the love between you doesn't come from need, but from abundance, when the union isn't about filling a void, but about sharing two fulfillments. Every day you spend learning to love yourself. Every night you choose healing over bitterness. Every moment you decide to grow instead of playing victim. You're getting closer to the moment when you can reunite in a healthy and lasting way. The spiritual assistance you receive is constant and invisible. The angels are guiding every step of your journey, even when you can't see the path. The angels are asking me to pause here. They want you to know there's a deeper layer to this message, a truth that might be too intense for some listeners. If you feel you're ready to receive the complete truth about what's really happening in the spiritual dimension, no matter how intense it might be, write in the comments, "I am brave." The deeper truth that Gabriel reveals to me is this: your twin flame hasn't just rejected you in this life. They've been rejecting spiritual union with you through several incarnations. You've met before, in other lives. And whenever the moment of true union arrived, one of the two souls chose to pull back. Sometimes it was you, sometimes it was them. But this time is different. This time, your soul has evolved enough to endure the pain of separation and transform it into growth. Your soul chose to be the one who would break the cycle, the one who would learn to love without attachment, the one who would become whole without needing the other half. And that's why the pain is so intense. It's not just the pain of this life, it's echoes of separations from several past lives that are finally being healed. Visualize a future where you walk through life with an open heart, but not needing anyone to feel complete. Imagine yourself radiating such intense light that you attract genuine people, healthy relationships, spiritual growth opportunities you never imagined were possible. Feel the sweet taste of emotional freedom, the sensation of peace that comes when you don't depend on anyone for your happiness. Visualize the moment when you'll meet your twin flame again, but this time, you'll both be completely different people. They'll look at you and see not just the person they love, but the person who became an example of spiritual growth. They'll see in you the proof that it's possible to transform pain into wisdom, rejection into self-love, separation into inner completeness. This reunion will happen when you've both learned that true love isn't about needing each other, but about choosing to be together out of pure joy, pure abundance. When you love each other not to fill voids, but to share fulfillments. When your union isn't about mutual salvation, but about celebrating the divinity each one discovered within themselves. The words that resonate for your future are rebirth, healing, conscious union, alchemical transformation, soul renewal, expansive inner light, Christ consciousness awakening, spiritual blossoming, emotional abundance, divine plenitude manifested on earth. If this message brought peace to your heart, if you feel like you finally understood the divine purpose behind your pain, leave your gratitude in the comments. Write how this message touched your soul. The angels read every word, and rejoice to see that their guidance is being received with love and understanding. To continue receiving angelic guidance that transforms pain into wisdom, that reveals the divine purpose behind your challenges, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. The angels have so much more to share with you, so much more healing to offer, so much more light to pour over your journey. Share this message with someone who needs to hear that their twin flame's rejection isn't the end of their love story, but the beginning of the greatest love story there is. The love story between them and their own divine soul. Until the next video, may the angels continue guiding you in every step of your journey. May Archangel Gabriel whisper in your ears the truths your heart needs to hear, and may you find in your own company the spiritual home you sought in another. So be it. So it is made. So it is manifested in the light of divine love. Amen.